Philippines is one of the 10 countries producing sexually content using children. The number of young children coerced to perform live sex acts for the internet has increased, making online child abuse the leading cybercrime in the Philippines. Recent studies shows that more boys are being abused. This is a story about my two classmates who are being sexually abused.
Epekto po sa aking sarili, yung parang trauma po sa katakot na baka mahiwalay nga po sa magulang namin. Tapos one day bumalik siya, tapos baka patayin niya yung magulang namin.
Sa sarili ko, yung pangalan ko nakakaya syempre. Lalo na yung lalabas ka, tapos bubulihin ka na, yun nga, pumapasok ako sa foreigner na yun.
My classmates were both 12 or 13 that time when they were sexually abused by the foreigner living near our school. Actually, the perpetrator preyed on a total of 13 boys living in our village, ages 6 to 17 years old. The back of the foreigner's house was just across our school. After our class is dismissed, he would throw a crumpled paper outside his window wherein the children were going to pick that. It contains chocolates, money, and instructions saying that come to my house at this hour.
Nagtanong din nanay ko, baka may masama kaming ginagawa. First day na pasok pa lang namin doon, tinanong niya sa amin yun. Sabi namin, wala mo kami ginagawang masama. Masaya nga doon, sabi ko Nanonood lang kami sa malaki niyang TV, naliligo lang kami, kumakain kami, tapos nagbibigay siya ng tsokolate, pera. Tapos natutuwa nanay ko kasi, yun nga, mabait yung foreigner na yun. Ginatagalan, may ginagawa na siyang sasama sa amin. Hindi pa rin namin sinasabi kasi natatakot kami.
The abuses done by the foreigner were discovered because his computer broke down and it had to be repaired. He brought his computer to the repair shop wherein the repairman saw the images of children in his computer. Some of the images the repairman saw in his computer shows sexual acts and naked children. He is the one who reported it to the authority. In 2014, the foreigner was arrested. There were highly sexualized videos and photos taken by the perpetrator during the arrest. There were also boys inside his house during the arrest. But despite these evidences, he was dismissed. He was acquitted. The children have no idea whether their photos or videos have been taken or sold by the perpetrator. They live in fear in finding their images on social media.
Tatakip lang ng mukha, tapos parang minsan naisip namin, ayaw na namin lumabas ng bahay.
Nakakaya sa amin na malaman ng mga ibang tao, tapos maya kami magpakita sa kanila, makilala yung pangalan namin, ma-TV kami, gano'n. Makilala kami ng mga iba-ibang tao.
It's very difficult to get boys talk. They maintain their macho image. Crying and confiding is considered as their weakness. They tend to hide their anger and fear. They appear to be strong. As a result, they become more aggressive.
Sa kaming barkada na pumapasok doon, dahil sa ginagawa na foreigner na yun, inaakala niya na makakabuti doon sa pakay niya doon sa isang babae. Kaya nadamay siya sa gang rape, yung pang-rape sa isang babae.
In 2016, the foreigner was sent back to his home country where he was convicted and faced the 8 charges of sexual abuse. With the support from the UNICEF and ECPAT, Marco, Gio, and the boys from our village receive a psychosocial support.
Ngayon bilang advocate, ito po yung aking ginagawa. Nagbibigay po kami orientation sa bawat school, hindi lang po sa school, sa labas rin po ng community. Hindi nagana rin po kami ng awareness para sakaling may mangyari po sa kanila, sila rin pong makakagawa ng paraan para iwasan ng ganung pangyayari.
Perpetrators are usually known to or closely related to the child they abuse. Often, they are someone they trust. With awareness, everyone has a role in protecting every child from sexual abuse and exploitation.
Sabi ko lang sa mga bata yung huwag silang mayang magsalita. Kasi katulad ko na biktima rin sa pang-aabuso. ano, di ako na yung nagsalita kasi ako biktima lang ako eh. Di ako yung may kasalanan.
While there are robust child protection laws in the Philippines, proper implementation remains a challenge. Digital environment continuously evolves. Existing laws need to keep up to ensure that they are responding to the needs of the children in the cyberspace. UNICEF is advocating to further strengthening the child protection systems to protect all children from all forms of violence, including online abuse. That's it. It's me, Christina Costa, your reporter for today.